Hello and welcome or welcome back to Daily Glow. I'm Caitlin, and today I have another future spouse reading for you, perhaps the last in the series for a little while. I don't know. It depends on if I feel inspired to do another one, but I don't have another one planned after this, so we'll see. Today we are asking to be shown how will we know who is our future spouse? So, yes, how will we recognize our future spouse, or what sort of signs or things will happen that will help us know who is our future spouse, or we'll just see what comes through. But this is the question today. How will we know who is our future spouse? Okay. So let's see what we get today. So you have three piles to choose from. I'm going to introduce your piles to you. Pile one, you have the fox. Now, these cards are from the Delian Oracle by Chris Leach. This is the Delian Oracle. Very cool. Love this. The Delian Oracle by Chris Leach. Okay. And pile one, you have the fox. And the fox is associated with silence and shyness and intelligence, cunning, secretiveness, perhaps, and also neutrality or duality, or not necessarily being loyal to a particular side. So these are just things that the fox is associated with. You may have other associations though. So if you have a different association, you can go with that if that's something that speaks to you. And your crystal is lapis, lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli is associated with emotional healing, aligning the spiritual energy centers, intuition, spiritual growth, awakening inner wisdom, confidence, encourages self-expression, is said to help with insomnia, and often associated with truth, enlightenment, empowerment. It's said to stimulate the third eye chakra, particularly activating the higher mind and enhancing intellectual ability. It stimulates the desire for knowledge and truth and wisdom and clarity. Okay. Pile two. Your card is, hang on a second, I have to read this one. One of the Titaness goddess of, God, what the heck? Can I speak? One of the Titaness goddesses of Greek mythology. Uh, Mnemosyne, Mnemosyne, help. I don't know how to say that. Mnemosyne. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, she is the goddess of memory, and she is the mother of the nine muses. She had a pool in the underworld. So next to the river of forgetting, which is in Hades in the underworld, next to the river of forgetting was a pool of remembering. And the dead souls could drink from the pool of remembering in order to break the cycle of reincarnation. And this booklet says, ironically, the Titaness Mnemosyne is often overlooked. And pile two, your crystal is black tiger's eye, which is associated with, hang on a second, I had to take notes on this one. Courage, I know that. Courage, and what else? Oh, courage, strength, protection, resilience against life's challenges, grounding and stabilizing, helps you to remain focused. Focus. Yes, that's really funny that I forget that one. Tiger's eye is amazing for focus, and that's funny that I forgot. Helping you to remain centered during times of chaos and uncertainty. Okay, so that's pile two. Pile three, I've got to look this one up again too. Okay, pile three, your card is the Sword of Damocles. I'm sorry, guys, for my Greek pronunciation. Okay, Sword of Damocles. Okay, so Damocles was a courtier in the kingdom of Dionysius the First of Syracuse. After Damocles praised the good fortune of his king, the king offered to trade places with this fawning subject for one day. Damocles readily agreed, but Dionysius had made many enemies during his reign, and some of these enemies in the past had arranged for this sword to hang forever above the king by nothing more than a thread. So the king, day by day, lived under this sword that hung over his head by a thread. I don't know why. It's symbolic, you guys. It's symbolic. Anyway, before the day was out, Damocles begged King Dionysus to trade places again, and the storyteller notes, nothing is happy for him over whom terror always looms. Okay, and your crystal is red jasper, which is associated with, oh my gosh, um, oh, this is interesting what other people's take on this. Well, it, it's strongly associated with strengthening the energy of your connection with your body. So it can be associated with physical healing on an energetic level. Okay, but some people say that it does also invigorate romance. I don't know about that, but that's what it says here. It's also said to enhance fertility and virility and strength. That's true. Brings balance, stamina, courage, inner strength. It nurtures the soul. It can bring self-confidence, fearlessness, a call to action, and excitement, raises your enthusiasm, speeds up your metabolism, so they say, energetically speaking. Okay, guys, it's known as a powerful protective stone. Yeah, and it has strong spiritual connotations in some cultures. Okay. So guys, these are your piles, pile 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and pick your piles, and the timestamps will be in the description box below, so you can skip straight to your pile. As always, I do not edit out in between, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for pile 1. But first, real quick, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, subscribes. It means so much to me. My new goal is that I'm hoping to get over 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I'm just really excited though to be here making these for you and knowing that my readings are connecting with people. It's really cool. Thanks, guys. Okay. I will see you at your pile. And now we're going to get ready for pile 1. Oh my gosh, I actually feel nervous to find out about this. Let's see what comes through. Mm. Welcome, pile 1, to your reading. If you chose the Fox card, also the number 9, and the Lapis Lazuli crystal, then this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Let's find out. How will you know who is your future spouse? How will you know who is your future spouse? Ooh, let's see what we get. Today I'm going to be using the Millennial Tarot. Mm. 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 How will pile 1 know who is their future spouse? It'll be at a time in your life when you're probably going through a breakup or you've just left a situation. Okay. So, yeah. Clarify. Mm, yeah. Okay. Yeah, but that's a time. That's more like timing, but that's just what came through. That's a sign that you're, yeah, it's a sign that you might be about to meet them. Yeah. Okay. This person may be watching you from the periphery. This may be somebody who might be connected to your social media. Okay, but how will pile one know who is their future spouse specifically? Is someone from the past? So, yeah. Yeah, for pile one, this could be somebody that you've known from the past that you've either broken up with in the past or you've just been through a breakup and this is someone whom you used to know. Not somebody necessarily who's an ex, but could be like a childhood friend or someone that you went to high school with or something like that. Alternatively, this could be somebody who you had a crush on or someone who had a crush on you, but probably somebody, this is somebody who was special to you in some way in the past. So either somebody you know from your past or somebody that you may have had a crush on in the past, most likely. But the situation and the energy of the situation has evolved and changed a lot since then. Yeah. Uh, yeah, you're going through a tough time. Um, you're probably going through a tough time right before you meet this person. That's weird, actually. Yeah. And then that's the Ten of Swords and the Death card. Yeah. So, and the Eight of Cups. So shut up. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So for pile one, a huge sign that you will meet your future spouse is that you will have just gone through probably a breakup, but like a massive leaving of something that's very emotional or some huge loss in your life. Okay. Okay. And your future spouse is someone who is popular and extroverted, but also at the same time very secretive. Oh, they're probably like an ambivert. Yeah. This person could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or Gemini, or Cancer, or Pisces. Okay, did I literally just say like 7 out of 12 of the signs? I think that's so funny when us YouTube readers do that. We're like, this person could be an Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces, or Capricorn. And I'm like, okay, that's everyone. I'm just roasting myself. Okay. Well, anyway, I have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Interesting. Cancer, Pisces, and Gemini as possible signs or placements. Yeah, this a person could be well known. What fell on the floor? It's always more energy when they fall on the floor, so let's see what we got here. Oh, this person could have ghosted you. Oh. This person could have ghosted you, broken up with you. Yeah, this person could have, I mean, this is weird and I'm not loving it, to be honest. But okay, but since then they've been watching you, like you become Much more successful in your life. Okay, look at this story. I'm gonna try to break this down based on what I have here. Okay, we have King of Vibes, big D energy. You know what that means, right? This person is popular. This person could be well known. Confirmation. Good Lord. Okay. Um, let's see. You two could have been in a friend group together. Or I don't know. Or in some group together, possibly. Not necessarily. Yes, this person ghosted you. Like it came to a choice where they could have chosen you or somebody else, right? Maybe you had feelings for this person and maybe it seemed like they might have feelings for you, but then they didn't, or they decided to go in a different direction. Okay, so there was a rejection at that point and a separation. It's also possible that they just chose somebody else, that there was something between you two, but they chose somebody else. That's a possibility. Or that you discovered, no, I'm not getting that scenario. I was going to say that you discovered there was somebody else, but no, I didn't get that. Okay, this happened some time ago because we got that it was from the past. And so since then, you have really swagged up in the world, as it were. Okay. Like you are, I think, more established now than you were then. And this came out the second time somebody's watching you online. Okay. Via social media or something like that. Okay, but this isn't really what I was expecting to get because they're giving me a whole backstory. And this is a story that has kind of come through in my readings before. King of Swag, that is divine counterparts. When I say divine counterparts, it doesn't necessarily mean like twin flames or anything. It just means that you two match each other at a very high vibrational level. You two have matching auras at a very high vibrational level. However, at this time that we're tapping into, look at this. They're not oriented towards each other. They match. They are a good match. They're counterparts, but they're both focused on the 3D world, the material world in their own spheres, looking in different directions. They're not looking towards each other at this time. Is this another person? Oh, they see you with another person? Maybe. Interesting. What is going on here? What's going on here? Yeah, somebody liked somebody or did something on social media to show. Yeah, and this is interesting because this says Etsy. So the social media platform that they are, I don't want to say stalking you on, but that they're like keeping tabs on may not necessarily even be like Facebook, TikTok, or any of the big ones. It could be Etsy or something random like that. You know how people can have like Etsy profiles? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Somebody is going to travel to see you, literally. Somebody is going to make contact via social media, and it may even be something random like Etsy, Tumblr, something like that. Like not, yeah. I mean, it could be Facebook. I don't know. It's random, you guys. This is so random. Can you guys tell me if this is connecting with anybody? Okay, but maybe it's just this deck. All right, I'm going to see. I'm going to grab another deck. How will pile one know who is their future spouse? It's apparently somebody that you have some history with, some mild but painful history with. But how? And if you don't resonate with that, that's 100% fine. You can manifest whatever you want. So if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I know who this is about, and no, I'm not going to marry that person, then that can help you to know like what timeline you might be like aligned with right now. And you can consciously shift that if you're like, no, no, thank you. I don't want that. Okay. But, okay, let's see what we get. How will pile one know who is their future spouse? When, yeah, okay, that came through before. So, um, you will meet your future spouse when you are financially stable and financially healthy. Okay, so that's a big sign. This may be somebody that you already closed the door on. So that's definitely coming through strongly. This is likely somebody that you're likely to meet when you are quite mature, not necessarily in years, but you are well aware of your life purpose, living your life purpose, you're well established materially and spiritually. Okay. You may already have children by the time that you meet your future spouse, or you're living with family. So if you do not have children, you may be living with your parents and you may be living with children, nieces, nephews, something like that. Okay. So at the time that you meet this person, you're not living alone, you're living with or very near family. You have strong boundaries, so you have strong emotional and physical and spiritual boundaries, and you're prosperous. Yes, what did I say? You are financially abundant at the time that you meet this person, and this is somebody who you have a dream connection with, okay? Interesting. Hmm. Yeah, when we see that family card in that position that it arrived in, that does not mean that you will have a family with this person. You may or may not. It means that you are already established in a family at the time that you meet them. This person has shifted in their perspective from the time that you knew them. And they're also telling you to be open-minded about this person. You may meet this person when you think that it's too late. Like it feels like it's past the deadline, basically. Yes, a, this person will confess that they have a crush on you, but also it's possible you may have once had a crush on this person at one time. Good God, they always fall in that one spot. I have to move my whole chair to get to it. Very annoying. And everything that happens is part of the reading. Everything that happens during the reading is part of the reading. So I was just very annoyed that I keep dropping the cards, and you may actually be annoyed with this person. That's a possibility. Yes, you may have locked down your heart. These are the two that fell, and when they fall, that's extra energy. You may have locked down your heart because of heartache, even specifically, possibly because of how this person made you feel. Because of the way that they treated you, because that they ghosted you or they rejected you or they chose somebody else or something. Mm. This person has a lot that they want to tell you though, but that's not what we're here to ask. Okay. I want to know, how will you know who is your future spouse? Okay. They're going to ask you out on a date. They will ask you out on a date and they may even bring you flowers or something. I'm just getting that specifically. However, they also may feel ashamed that they never treated you right before, that they never took you out on a date before, or something like that. Yeah, they really want to explain themselves, but I don't care right now because I'm not reading into that. Let's see. How will you know who is your future spouse? Guys, if this person comes towards you, you should not be in this energy that I'm in right now. You should be in an open-hearted energy and you should be open-minded and you should hear them out or don't see them at all. But yeah, I'm just in a mood. Mhm. All right. Oh, what's this? No. Oh my God. Come on. Okay. Pile one. How will pile one know who is okay? I know what I want to do. There we go. We're going to read the tea leaf fortune telling cards. How will pile one, guys, pile one, your future spouse may be someone who you are annoyed with right now. And yes, you are being guided to be open-minded and broken bridge. Yeah, this is somebody who you had burned the bridge. Okay. For some of you, this is a man who's younger than you. Guys, don't freak out if that's not the case. If it's not the case, then it's not the case. But that is what it is for some of you. This person could come back in October. Hard work ahead. Yeah, I feel like if this person comes back, they are willing to put in the work. I mean, if they aren't willing to put in the work, obviously you're not going to give them the time of day, but they are willing to put in the work because this is your future spouse. Yes, this is a time when you have great good fortune in your life. And they also could be mirroring you. They also could have great good fortune in their life too. Your connection is actually being guided by angels or by spiritual guidance from the other side. You are protected from harm. Yeah, this person wants to tell you that they're willing to put in the work, and they also want to show you how they've put in the work in their life, how they are living a balanced life now. They may have specifically given up certain habits or bad habits or things that they used to do. Yes, they have started a new fresh start in life, new ventures, new creative ideas, new hobbies, new projects. They really, really want to show you how much they've changed and what they're into now and what they're doing now. So this is one way that you will know who is your future spouse, is because this will be the scenario that happens when you meet this person. Also, you may not meet them in October. It's possible they have an October birthday. That's a possibility. Um, This person will treat you like a king or queen. This person will treat you with honor and respect now at this time. And they're also successful in their life. They've experienced great good fortune. Okay, so we have good fortune, great good fortune, and honor and respect will come to you. Okay, so this person wants to show you how much work they've put into their life, how balanced their life is now, what they're working on, the new stuff that they're into. This person is doing really well. They have truly turned their life around. They're living in a balanced and spiritual way. They're living in alignment with their spirit guides and their spirit, and they've overcome challenges. And they understand that they would have to overcome great challenges to be with you, primarily your estimation of them at this time, but they're willing to put in the work. Mhm. How else will pile one know who is their future spouse? This person could literally be a star. That's funny. Yeah, this person is very successful now. This is somebody that you know from your past who is now very successful. That's a big way that you will know who is your future spouse. You are on the road to success. How many more times can we say the same thing? Yes, this person is very successful in their life right now, and they're on an upward trajectory of success. That's awesome. I'm gonna see. This feels like a very specific reading for somebody, so it'll be interesting to see who this resonates with. Okay, let's see what else we can get. How will pile one know who is their future spouse? This person may have hazel eyes. Be outdoorsy. Person could be very agreeable. This person is ambitious. Agreeable means that they have, it's like the opposite of a confrontational sort of personality. They have a very diplomatic personality. They could have a Libra placement. This person comes from a very sort of patriarchal, like culture or upbringing or background. So they were raised in a very authoritarian way. And so that's something that they sort of had to break out of. They may have been very rebellious when they were younger. They may have been an opportunist when they were younger, taken advantage of people. They may have been very dominating when they were younger. These are qualities that they used to have. Oh my gosh, I do not like this. They may have been deceitful when they were younger. They may have been very defensive. Okay. Of course, keep in mind this person has completely changed. And if they have not completely changed, then please don't give them the time of day. And guys, you'll know if they've completely changed because their whole life will have changed, okay? You'll be able to see that. This person could be living in a foreign country. This person could have dark hair. Yes, this person has a very persuasive, diplomatic, charming sort of personality. This person is very protective. They may also have guardianship of minor children, like they may be raising their nieces or nephews or something like that. Yep, gracious, persuasive, agreeable, that's all the same. Definitely some sort of Libra placement. This person could be a mechanic or they have a mechanical skill. Yes, this person used to put on airs. This person kept things very casual with you and with most people they had a relationship with. Yeah, this person didn't have a very strong character before. Anything else? How will pile one know who is their future spouse? You'll know they're your future spouse if they have now become very principled and have a very strong character. So if this person has not completely changed, the basically how they really show up and they don't like have that proof to show in their life, then you'll know it's not them. This person, your future spouse, at the time that you will reconnect with them, they are wise and practical. They've become very wise and practical, which is not things that they used to be. Okay. Okay, and last but not least, we're going to try to get some letters and we'll use the astro dice and we'll see what comes through. That's interesting. That's making sense now why we got Fox and Lapis, right? Because this is somebody who used to be sneaky, deceitful. They ghosted you maybe, or they hid their feelings, or maybe they were juggling you and other people, who knows? But they have become wise. They have pursued wisdom and empowerment, and they've changed. That's pretty cool. Okay. We have Anne, Xavier, Wise, Max, Ian, Vin, Renee, Sarah. There's a ton of names here, guys. I can't think of or say all of them. Nisi, Nina, Juan, Mo, Swan, hmm, Rose, also Roe, and Fox. Vivian, Veronica. Interesting. Right, if you see your initials or if you see your initials or your name or somebody else's name, go ahead and take it, okay? Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. If this reading didn't resonate, maybe try another pile or another reading or whatever. Thank you for giving me a chance, and I will see you again another time, okay? Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, and we're going to clear the energy and get ready for pile 2. Okay, and let's do some sailing water. Okay. Welcome, pile 2, to your reading. If you chose the Goddess of Memory, number 36, and the Black Tiger's Eye, this is your reading. Let's find out, how will you know who is your future spouse? How will pile 2 know who is their future spouse? This person could be a Gemini. This could be someone that you meet on a dating app or online, on Tinder even, or some other dating app. It's not for everyone. How will pile 2 know who is their future spouse? Hmm, give me a moment. I need a different deck. Okay, let's try this. I want to make sure that I'm getting the right scenario. You may be experiencing a lot of confusion about who could be your future spouse right now. I'm tapping into a very confused and uncertain feeling in this energy. You may feel rejected and out in the cold right now, and you're finding comfort with your family. Okay, your future spouse is someone who is very compassionate, and they also are either psychic or have some psychic abilities, some intuitive abilities. This is even if they are masculine. If they're masculine, they are a masculine who is into energy, perhaps like Reiki, even tarot card reading, astrology. So kind of unusual for a masculine to be into those things, but it absolutely happens. We have fabulous male tarot readers on YouTube here. So your future spouse is somebody who, masculine or feminine, they have psychic abilities or something very similar to that. They're very intuitive and they're also very compassionate. Hmm. This is someone who may have felt rejected by you and who may have been daydreaming about you. They may, yeah, they felt like they were on the outside looking in. Because you're either very committed to your family, or when you met this person, you may actually have been married to someone else. Okay? So they felt like they were on the outside looking in. They felt rejected. However, the situation has transformed. So whatever situation you were in before, whether you were living with family and very committed to your family, or whether you were actually in a marriage, you are no longer in that situation anymore. And you have traveled from where you lived at that time. Oh, you may have moved, but also this person may be planning to travel to see you. I don't understand that. Okay, give me a second. I need hmm. Okay, this person has a lot of clarity about you now. They see you as a very positive person, that you bring joy wherever you are. This person definitely has a crush on you. This is your future spouse. They have a crush on you. Okay, your future spouse is somebody who has, again, known you for a while, I guess, at least at the time that I'm tapping into, and has had a crush on you. They feel very protective about you. They also see you as a very creative, nurturing person, like this kind of earth goddess, male or female, but they just see you, like this soft, gentle, fertile, abundant, creative person, full of sunlight and joy. Yes, they kind of have you on a pedestal. They have an extremely positive um way of seeing you. Okay, when you are no longer committed to something else, yes, when they see that you are open and available, then they are going to ha, drive to see you. Travel, drive. Literally, they're going to drive to see you. Yes, they may want to see you at your home, but also you may just have moved and got a new home or something like that, or they may have moved. One of you is moving. Somebody's moving or has moved. Yes, there's the key. Somebody got a new house. Okay. This person also wants to fight for you. They want to be in a monogamous relationship with you. They want you to be with only them. They're very pure-hearted towards you. They have very pure intentions. This started out with a weird energy, though. I was not understanding this energy. It started out with a very weird energy, and it's because you were in something else when they first noticed you or were aware of you. And somebody felt rejected, but this situation has transformed. It's possible that this even was mirrored. So it's possible that you both could have been either yearning for each other or trading that back and forth, but that you guys like were in different like commitments, or that you just never were available to each other or had the opportunity to be together. Okay, so something like that could be the case. Let's see. How will pile, no, not this one. Okay. How will pile two know who is their future spouse? Okay. This was someone who you thought had a fleeting interest in you, or perhaps you had thought you had a fleeting interest in them. This was definitely somebody who you already knew, but you did not think that this person was going to be like a big part of your life. You definitely did not think that this person was going to come back or be a successful conquest. That's hilarious. Oh my God. This is somebody who you may have had like a fling with, okay? Strongly getting that this is someone you may have had a one night stand with, or a fling, summer fling or something like that, and you never thought that anything would come of it. Yeah, but it will, because you're going to marry this person. And that's not for everybody. I don't feel like all of you have actually had this situation with this person. It may have just been a crush. It may have just been a daydream. And in that case, what it's saying is this is something that you thought was a fleeting interest, but it actually will be successful. You will have a successful connection with each other, and it will be full of passion and desire. How will they know who is their future spouse? This could be someone that you had a crush on. Yes. So death and rebirth, this situation is totally transformed. This is a situation that completely ended, was completely over. What is retrograde, guys? Pile one was also the same message of someone coming back from your past. Okay. So this happens at a time when you are focused on your health, and you are in a period of regaining your health, or you're feeling very healthy. This person also is somebody who is very interested in health, okay? They could even be like a health coach or a personal trainer or something like that, possibly. But this is also somebody who you may have had a long-lasting friendship with. This is somebody who has enduring friendships in their life, so that will be a sign of who could be your future spouse. By the way, if somebody does not have long-lasting friendships in their life, that is definitely a red flag. And if that triggers you to hear that, I'm so sorry that you have not had long-lasting friendships in your life. I truly, truly am. My heart goes out to you. And also, I suggest that that's something that you focus on trying to build that, because that's extremely important for your mental health and an extremely important part of being able to have a successful romantic connection is being able to have successful friendships outside of your romantic connection. So a sign of who is your future spouse is that they will have long-lasting, healthy friendships. And it is someone from your past, is somebody who's focused on their health, and this person has true love for you and a lot of passion and desire. This person also has healthy communication. Okay, this is not somebody who will fail to communicate with you. This is a green flag guy or green flag girl, okay? Communication, friendship, health. This is a very healthy person. That doesn't mean that they're perfectly healthy or that they don't have any health struggles. It's just that they are health conscious, yes, and ready for commitment. And this person is very protective, and this is a lasting love. Lovely. I love it. All right. I get so excited for you guys. All right, let's see any other signs that we can get. How will pile 2 know who is their future spouse? Is this somebody who's very responsible? This could be an advocate. This person could be an advocate or do advocacy work. What's that? Yes, this person is very intuitive. This person could have long hair. This person could be a counselor. This person could be considered eccentric because they're into like the occult or new age or astrology. They don't have to be literally a witch or occultist, but they're into some sort of something like that, okay? Which is why people consider them to be eccentric. How will pile 2 know who is their future spouse, especially if they're a man, if they're a divine masculine or a man? For a masculine person to be into this sort of not a counselor, but to be into metaphysical and intuitive new age type stuff is kind of, well, it's not as common. Anything else? Yes, this person is ambitious. This person may have dark hair. This person may be influential. They could have a platform even, and people listen to them and value their advice. Okay. Tell me about pile 2's future spouse. How will they know who is their future spouse? How will pile 2 know who is their future spouse? This is somebody who is like a handyman or woman. This person is very good with their hands. They know how to fix things. This person is very opinionated. This person may be scientific. They could have a criminal background in some cases. That's not for everybody. Okay. Anything else? How will pile 2 know who is their future spouse? Oh, in some cases, this person could be a lawyer, actually, because they could be advocating for criminals or people who are accused of crimes. Okay. This person is very confident. They are not afraid to try new things, and they also could be a musician. This person believes in working smart, not working hard. This person really likes to relax and enjoy their life. They really enjoy the finer things in life. Yes, they have a very playful energy. This, yeah. They also put their walls up, so maybe not a lot of people see this side of them. You may not have seen this side of them. This person needs a lot of rest in order to thrive. This person is very loving though, and this person is watching you on social media. This person, you two actually may be connected on social media. I don't think you're blocked. I don't know. I don't think you would have this person blocked. Okay, and last but not least, let's get some. Oh, I forgot to do my astro dice the last time. Okay, let's get some initials tiles. There we go. What do we have? I heard right out of the bat, I heard Grayson. No, I didn't even know that was going to be an N. Somebody's Grayson. Also Jason, Theo, Tate, Xavier again. Somebody have you have messages in pile one. If you're Xavier or Xavier's your person, you have messages in pile one. We have Queenie, that's come through before. Fiona, mm, Fern, Fen, Jet, Gaston. Okay. Lan. Okay. So we have letters here are G, S, N, J, T, E, X, E, F, Q, I, M, L, L, U, N, A, E, P, and A. If you see your initials, your person's initials, or your name or somebody else's name, go ahead and take it. But guys, that's what I have for that, except I'm going to do the astro dice. We're going to do the astro dice. Let's see what we get. Jupiter. This person could live at a distance. Um, Nine, yeah. And nine. Yeah, this person could live at a distance. They may have moved away or they may have always lived at a distance. I don't know. This person could be a Taurus, or they could have Taurus placements, or you could be a Taurus. They also could be a Sagittarius. We have Taurus again. That's double confirmation on Taurus. Yeah, this is somebody who you do not have not known very well. They could be in the public eye. You could have known them through their career or your career or something like that. This person is very intuitive and spiritual. They could potentially be a Pisces. Okay, and that's all that we have for pile two. I hope that was helpful, you guys. Let me know if you got anything out of that, and if not, maybe try another reading or another pile or something. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to get ready for pile three. Let's see. Is anything in retrograde? I have not checked recently. I don't know. Of course, we are coming up on closing out the eclipse season, right? So this eclipse is closing out the cycle that started in March. That's a really big energy. And I did some channeling on that. If you want to go find that further back in my video library, but anyway. Okay. Pile 3, welcome to your reading if you chose this card, the Sword of Damocles, number 18, which in numerology is a number 9, and the red Jasper heart, then this is your reading. Welcome to your reading. Okay, so I know the story of Damocles, which I read in the introduction to the piles in the first few minutes of this video. If you missed it, you can watch it. But to me, this reminds me of Aragorn from The Lord of the Rings. I don't know why I'm getting that. I just had to say that. I'm getting strong Aragorn vibes, you guys. So let's see if we can find out, how will you know who is your future spouse? How will pile 3 know who is their future spouse? Hmm. This is funny. The answer that they're giving me here is because it's the person that you fall in love with. So what I'm getting is the next person who you fall in love with and it's mutual and they love you back mutually, that is your future spouse. The next person you fall in love with is your future spouse. You may currently be overthinking this because you're alone right now. You also may be thinking of someone specifically and everything's moving very, very slow. But it's also possible you could have a crush on somebody. And this could be somebody who you are in separation from at this time, or this person needs space right now. And you're trying to manifest this. Okay. And I don't know, this person who is on your mind, someone who you're thinking of and wanting to reach out to you, I don't even know if this is necessarily your future spouse. Okay. But you're in this situation of trying to manifest somebody. It may actually not be someone specific whom you're trying to manifest. For some of you, you just want to meet somebody. Anybody. Not anybody, but anybody whom you actually vibe with, like on that level. Like somebody that is truly in alignment with you. You're very open-minded, but you want to meet your divine match. And they're telling you that the next person that you fall in love with is your future spouse and is that person. However, you are right now overthinking it or you're really worried about it. Now, for some of you, there's actually a message that there's somebody whom you're thinking of and you're really worried that they don't like you, or you're really worried about how they feel about you or how they think of you. And so there's actually a message that if you're with somebody now, or thinking of approaching somebody, they like you as much as you like them. And and definitely either way, there's a message that you don't have to overthink this because you have someone coming towards you, even if it's slow moving. And they may not be coming towards you actively. It depends on whether you're in the divine masculine or the divine feminine archetype, okay, in those energies. So if you're a divine masculine, they're not coming towards you, but this experience in life is coming towards you. Because I feel like there could be a divine masculine or divine masculines watching this pile who may be thinking of approaching someone. And if that doesn't relate to you, then don't worry, that part of the reading isn't for you, okay? Just give me a second. I'm going to talk to those people. So if there's somebody who's watching this who's thinking of approaching somebody, they're really worried about it and they're really overthinking it. And they may have taken a long time or the thing may be developing very slowly and they've been trying to manifest this. But they might have been in separation for a long time where there's somehow a lot of distance. And yeah, they're just really up in their head about it. But the message is that this person likes you reciprocally, like it's reciprocated. This person likes you as much as you like them. And it's okay to sort of surrender into the experience. Okay, so that's a message for somebody. Um, hmm. So this slow moving situation is going to develop. Mhm. And for those of you who are hoping to have a really great, solid future masculine partner come through, he is coming through. Okay, for those who are looking for that. And regardless, either way, this situation is going to develop. Okay, so I really want to bring this back to asking, um, how will you know who is your future spouse? So those are some signs for somebody that may resonate with somebody, but I'm going to actually cleanse this and bring it back. Okay, somebody may have bought their first house, or somebody may have just moved. Somebody may have a new job. These are signs that you are about to meet your future spouse or that you have met your future spouse, okay? That you have a new house or a new job. Um, you also may be really popular on social media. So on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, or something like that. These are different signs. You may meet them through that platform or through a social media platform. This person could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person could be popular, extroverted, well-known. They could have a creative job or be a leader. How will pile three know who is their future spouse? This is somebody who is hiding their feelings for you. And it's because different scenarios are coming through. They're hiding their feelings because they are very cautious with their heart. And it's because of some sort of past hurt. But you may have an intuition that this person likes you, and you are correct. This person does like you. And also for pile three, this is a situation that has been very slow developing or has been going on for a while. Yeah, somebody in this situation is having a hard time making a decision and is just sort of watching online. Well, that's funny because I didn't want to take any cards and then several, however many cards, this is 4 cards, fell on the floor, which forces me to accept them. That's funny. This person may sort of, I don't know how to say this. This person could come into your life at a time when you're very tired and you're not really looking for anything. But you do like them and you do find them impossible to ignore. So it's like even though you're tired and you feel done, like you have to you have to see what this person is about because yeah, you're okay. Once again, you meet this person when you're going through some big changes in your life, big changes. You've been so okay. So if this is sort of a slow burn situation where people haven't acted on their feelings or have hidden their feelings, it's because somebody is going through a major ending or a major loss. Yeah, probably the divine feminine is. And somebody may have been going through financial hardship, although they're now at a new financial beginning. Okay. But they had been going through financial hardship. Interesting. And so that may have delayed things. Like it may just not have been a good time to start a relationship. How will pile three know who is their future spouse? Because there's a strong chemistry between you two, a strong chemistry. Also three, did I say pile two? Pile three, this is somebody where you can, if you meditate on this, you'll know who it is. That's what they're telling me. Like in your case, pile three, you do know who this is. It's who you think it is. Yeah. This is somebody who you do have love between the two of you, even if you have not yet put in the work to cultivate it. But they're letting you know this is somebody who you have a mutual spark with. And if you were able to meditate on this and take time out to think about it, you would realize that you already know how you feel about this person and you know that it's true, that it's a mutual spark, and that if you cultivate it, it will develop into real, strong, true love. You may have kept back from this person or they kept back from you, either way, because you were going through big changes in your life. Somebody was going through big changes in their life, so that's a sign somebody moved or got a new job or both. Um, Somebody may follow you on social media. You may follow each other on social media or something like that, and this person has been really supportive of you. This person is very pure-hearted and they have a different perspective. They also may have come to have a different perspective. They're telling you to really consider this person and really think about this, and that because of everything that's been going on, you may not have been noticing like what's right under your nose, but this person would be really committed to you. This person is ready and willing to be committed to you. And if you were with this person, you would feel so much rest. Like this person is good for your nervous system. Like this person, like you could really heal and relax and have a peaceful, beautiful life with this person. Oh my gosh, this is so beautiful, you guys. This person really loves you. Shut up. I cannot. Pile three. I can't. Okay. You guys may have been overthinking this, but if there's somebody that you have a real mutual spark with, I'm gonna freaking cry. Like, just let it develop, okay? You don't have to worry about it so much. Okay. Because that's really beautiful. Okay. How will pile three know who is their future spouse? I'm going to keep getting more information for you, even though your message is pretty clear. It's whoever you have a mutual spark with, somebody that you have mutual feelings for, mutual like for, and it has the ability to. Guys, what is this? This is the card that pops out. They're telling you you know who your future spouse is. It's the person that you love. It's the person that you like and you feel a spark with. And if you search your heart, you will know that you could truly love this person and they also can truly love you. Okay, that's who it is. There's no real question. This is the person. The person you think it is the person that it is. This person is the person who is most beautiful to you and the person who makes you feel beautiful. Like when you're in this person's presence, you feel so beautiful. Like just being in this person's energy makes you feel so soft and beautiful or handsome, as the case may be, right? But this person, the beauty is it's a manifestation of what's happening energetically underneath. So the reason that you feel so beautiful around this person and they're so beautiful to you, it's all energy. It's because of the energy. And I also do want you to know, especially for the divine feminines who are watching this, being around certain people will literally make you more beautiful, and being around other people will literally make you less beautiful. There are people who will drain your energy and that will drain your beauty. So people can either drain your beauty or add to your beauty. So be aware of that. Being around this person makes you more beautiful, and that's a big sign of who this is. But yeah, this is also somebody who you are very attracted to physically and you find them to be very beautiful. They don't even want to give me any more cards. They're like, this is the person who you love, who is beautiful to you. You also have a beautiful friendship with this person. This person is very brave. This person is very free and will also value your freedom. And also, if you guys have ever had a disagreement or a separation, or maybe you are in separation now, this is somebody who you can make up with very easily. And if you have a lot of questions about this situation right now, they say that answers are coming and the situation is transforming now and is heading for a new beginning. Dang. Those are very, very clear answers, pile three. Okay, that's really, really beautiful. Um, see what else we get. Pile three, how will pile three know who is their future spouse? Any more signs that we can get, although we got some very clear answers, which we appreciate. But how else can pile three know who is their future spouse? This is someone who is scientific. This is someone who is very well spoken and articulate. They have a great vocabulary. They are a good cook. This may be somebody who likes to have fun with their hair. Who is pile three's future spouse? This could be somebody who was in the military. This could be somebody who is more introverted or likes to stay home, but didn't we get, I don't remember. Yeah, well-spoken, articulate, and author. So this person actually could be an author or a writer. This person actually could work from home. This person is very self-aware and shy. This person likes to do things themselves. Yep, this person is very thoughtful. This person may dye their own hair. This person is very supportive. Pile three's future spouse. Tell me about pile three's future spouse. Yeah, this person tends to be skeptical, scientific, skeptical. So they're very thoughtful. This person definitely could tend to be an overthinker. This person is very organized and could be bossy. Anything else about pile three's future spouse? How will they know who is their future spouse? Can you tell me something specific that will help pile three know who is their future spouse? Can you tell me a specific about pile three's future spouse, please? How will pile three know who is their future spouse? Can you give me a sign about pile three's future spouse? Thank you. Let me try the other one. They're like, I gave you so many signs. Okay, anything else that will help us know who is pile three's future spouse? This person is very bold, even if in the past they've been indecisive. This is somebody who keeps up with current events. Okay, tell me about pile three's future spouse. This person could have green eyes. Yes, this person keeps up with politics, especially. This person is really smart. They're not only good with language and writing kinds of stuff, but they are also good with math. This person is really fun. Mm, okay, that's all I'm getting for that. Let's see what we get with the number tiles and the astro dice. I'm getting Dean, Deanna, D, yep, Dia, Dea, Delilah, D, 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 E, 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 Jed, Layla, mm, Laura, Ari, mm, Leah, Chloe, Zoe, Deirdre. Hmm. Some other L names are coming through that I don't know. Jason again. Jason came through before. You might have messages in another pile. Okay, let's see what we get with the astro dice. Mercury. Yeah, we were totally getting Mercury vibes. So that's Gemini or Virgo or both. Aries, seventh house. Yeah, so that is still coming through really strongly. They're like the person who's your future spouse is the person who you love and who loves you. Period. Period. It's so funny. But they also could be an Aries, Gemini, or Virgo or Libra. Okay, guys, I'm gonna leave it there. Can you guys please give me feedback and let me know if I'm totally off base, but say it nicely. Be nice, you guys. Be nice, you guys, please. Thank you. Okay, and guys, I love reading your comments and I love it when you guys subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and but I'm just really appreciating all this. This is so fun. Okay, love you guys. I'll see you in another reading. Bye.